In the immortal words of Hank Green, nobody reads blog posts anymore. So I'm going to do something that is incredibly difficult, and I'm going to make a video about something that has been upsetting me for days, that it seems like 1 in 5 people on my Facebook do not understand. My name is Kate, and I have a mental illness. I have a really seriously debilitating anxiety disorder that makes it hard for me to talk to people, that makes it hard for me to talk about this, that makes it hard sometimes for me to go outside, to do normal things like go grocery shopping or go to class or write tests or take a city bus. On my worst days, I don't even get out of my bed because the responsibility of living my life is so terrifying that I can't do it. And I'm not telling you this because I want you to feel bad for me. I don't expect you to do anything at all to accommodate this. I'm telling you this information because I'm so fucking sick of reading your tweets and your Facebook statuses and your comments and your announcements on the internet about some really terrible things that have happened in the world lately, and how Adam Lanza must have been crazy because no sane person could have done such a horrible thing. My name is Kate, and I have a mental illness. And I appreciate your need, really I do. I appreciate your need to separate yourself from a person who did a really horrible thing. And I appreciate that you think your motives are good, because it's true that there's a really bad stigma around mental illness, and we really do need to talk about it more. But what you're actually doing with comments like this is you're offering me your hand while you're using your other one to punch me in the stomach. Because here's the thing. Your comments that we need to increase the mental care in our society because you don't want things to happen like this anymore are making me feel like you know me better than I know me, and that you honestly believe that because I have a mental illness that you can tell without a doubt that someday I'm going to do something really awful and I'm going to hurt a lot of people. You are telling me that we need to talk about mental illness not because you actually care about my well-being, but because you see my mental illness as a threat to you. And that is bullshit. Nearly 1 in 4 youth with mental illness in Canada will kill themselves. And it is the second leading cause of death in Canadians between the ages of 15 and 24, second only to accidents. This means that people like me are a much bigger threat to ourselves than we will ever be to anyone else. And people who struggle with really severe mental illnesses like schizophrenia or severe depression are up to 4 times as likely to be the victims of violent crime than people without mental illness. Since 2000, 42%, that's almost half of people in Maine who have been shot by the police, have been people with mental illness. And I know that you are thinking to yourself that this is probably only people who are having psychotic breaks or whatever Hollywood is telling you that mental illness looks like. But I can very easily see that happening to me, because when I'm having a panic attack from anxiety, I don't act normally. I can't communicate, I can't talk to people, I certainly couldn't follow orders. And it could get me killed. So yeah, we need to talk about mental illness. But we need to talk about mental illness not because I might hurt you. We need to talk about mental illness so that you can stop hurting me.